Now, the rune of air
Nice.
is a mana steel, a mana powder, a carpet, and a feather. And a string.
This is
So, mana
very
steel.
slow.
I don't have a mana powder. That's just putting like a dust of some sort in the mana pool.
Helmet.
This computer cable is actually in the way completely. It's really annoying.
I mean, you can move stuff if you want.
I also now can't pick items up off the floor.
Aha. I finally see a planet. It takes so long to get down to this planet.
A carpet, a feather, a string, a blank slate. Who has carpet lying around?
I mean, we
It's
might
such a
do.
random item. We don't.
Fair enough.
Feather.
Interesting.
String.
Do we need more emeralds? There are trees made of emeralds here.
I don't. How many have we got?
Way more than we need, probably.
Yeah, we've got 1 million. I don't think we need more emeralds.
So these trees are made out of coal. These trees are made out of diamonds.
Crystal runestone of air and crystal runestone of water.
Gold trees. It's very fun. Right. Config.
Means I need another 24 of these.
Oh.
With 8 to go in here.
I can go there. Right. So we need that.
Right, I'm going to try and automate this. I don't think Hopper will do it. I think it will need to be a right clicker. If
For
we've got
which thing?
that thing. The void interface. But we'll see. We'll see if Hopper will work.
I mean, give it a go. Right, how many blue diamonds do I need?
It does not work. So have we got? Is there a machine that will let us right click?
Ah.
A right clicky machine? That's not a block placer?
A mechanical user? So that's that. Ah, okay. I have just found out I do need more Britannia materials in a minute.
Okay.
And that is blocking the rest of extended crafting. So I'll have to find something else to do. Yeah, I need some Dragonstone, which requires you to make the Elven Gateway for trading. Which is a little way through Britannia, so I don't know if you'll get onto that today.
I'll get there eventually.
No,
my
fair
mechanical user is not working.
Ah. If you right click on it, you can set it what it's doing, so it might need to be shift right clicking or something. It's been a while since I've used one of those. If you... Yeah, I don't know.
It's not.
I'll come have a look in a minute, I'm just trying to get some blue diamonds.
To do it manually.
Oh, actually, that machine you wanted needs 13 blocks of blue gems. Which would be 117 gems.
I don't know, I might make the wrong thing anyway.
And then we can double it.
Just limestone. I'm using the wrong thing. I meant to be using mana infused gems.
So that should be more than enough already.
If I use the right ingredients, the recipe might work. You never know.
There's just how many of those are we going to need? So it's crystal tine, quantum compressors. We don't need an infinite supply of creative cobble generators, do we?
Don't think so. Flame wheel, mana steel, mana powder, blank slate.
We're going to need a few of the ultimate crafted terminals though, but they don't need the lower tiers to actually be used in the recipe, which is rare. I think the rest of them do. It's a very green recipe, but that's fine. That's all doable. Ooh, we're not getting green diamonds from here.
Sugarcane fishing rod. Sugarcane. Oh, yes, I have to use a fishing rod in one of these rune recipes.
Is that for the water rune?
Yeah.
Yeah. They were interesting recipes. I remember doing that one. Even though that's like 3 years ago I last did that recipe.
And I need a hovering crystal and a drenched crystal.
Those should be auto-craftable.
Yeah, they are. The quest hasn't triggered for water runes, so I'm not convinced you ever made them.
I might have put it straight in the computer. I can't remember. We might have only done as much of Lordcraft as we had to progress. Because I think early on we were just trying to skip through and get to auto-crafting. At least I was.
It's not Lordcraft. It's what's it called?
Britannia?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. No, we haven't done Britannia at all.
No.
No, I thought you were talking about because there is a water rune in Lordcraft as well. I think
8 stone and 2 mana infused shards.
But yeah, so all of those Britannia runes, I think, might need to be automated.
Good luck.
You're doing Britannia?
Yeah, I am. And what I'm not doing at the moment is automating anything because.
But please.
One step at a time.
I know.
I need to learn the mod first, and then I need to work out how to produce anywhere near enough mana to actually make these things in some sort of reasonable value.
Oh, that is fair enough. But yeah, runes, they are doable to automate. They are a pain.
Yes, so I'm not doing it now.
No, I'm just saying for when you get onto it.
Not that piece, that one. Make.
Right.
Make. Right. Done with Lordcraft for a second. Back over here.
Start.
I need to throw my gunpowder in there, which is a nightmare to get it into because you've put an automatic precision dropper on top of it.
Yes.
That's gone now, because I needed access.
Okay.
Stone of air. No, so we've got one mana pool and I couldn't actually throw things in it because there was a block on top of it.
But you can make another mana pool. I thought that's what you were going to do. But
it's easier to use the existing one for now.
I thought you were starting the Modpack fresh.
No, I've given up with that very quickly.
Fair.
There's no point in having more than one mana pool when we've only got one mana producing flower. Which I'm not convinced is even producing mana at the moment.
Well, so there is the lava one, but it has a 5-minute cooldown on when it can produce mana.
Actually, there is lava in this fluid placer, so I think it is actually running.
If there's lava in there before it's ready, then it'll get very unhappy.
No, it's in the fluid placer, not in the thing that they have. It's not actually placed.
Yes, there's a timer on that matches the cooldown.
Yeah, the timer has no graphic, so I'm having to use Wyler to see when it's going to activate next, which is in a minute and a half.
Yeah.
I need my living rock.
That is all timed and set up. It's just, for the last however long we've been on the server, it hasn't been pointing out the mana pool, so it hasn't actually been generating anything.
Oh.
Because we haven't done it in years. But it's fine. Right.
I am going to need some more stuff in a minute. I'll work that out in a second. Blank
Right.
slate, fishing rod, sugar cane, bone meal, mana steel,
Look at
mana
that.
dust, crystal runestone. Right, I'm going to need a living rock, which means I need some stone to put around the pure daisy over here. I've not read this, I just remember this from watching it. I think that's how it works. Surprised we only have one pure. This is where my extra pure daisy would come in handy, so I can make living wood as well at the same time.
Yeah.
Or for now, 2 batches of living stone, living rock, because that's what I use more.
So
Put some stuff away in this chest.
see, extended crafting is
Out of the way.
bottlenecked. So that needs crystal tine ingots, which require an extra bench, which requires dragonstone, which requires elven trade, which you
I
are.
do not know how we are ever going to
getting to.
automate some of these things. They're going to be so problematic to do.
Which things are you thinking we can't automate?
Well, we can, it's just they're going to be problematic. Like living rock is going to need block places and block breakers and...
That should be fine because we've got these scanners that can detect the type of block
Yeah, it's just
and give out a redstone pulse. So they are doable.
very space consuming for what it is.
It is, but in my branch file that I made in the 2-year break, I did manage to do all of Britannia automated in this area. Ooh, nice.
Did a quest.
Nice.
Right, next quest. Season runes. I'm just going to make all the one of each of the runes, to do the
Yes.
quests, and then once I've got some runes, I will continue with the mod.
So about that,
Yeah.
each of the seasonal runes
These are the
requires.
runes. Yes, I know.
Yeah, so you need
I
to
know.
make 2 of the elemental
Yeah, they come in
runes.
batches of 2.
Okay, good.
The problem is one of the spring one needs a rune of fire, which I haven't made because it was already made. You'd already made them, but they've been used
Ah,
on
yeah.
something. Who knows what we used
That's
them on?
fair. I can't remember. Probably was it the Lordic Rune of Fire for that? Rune of Fire. It's used in. The Thermalily?
Maybe it's that's what you've got here, yeah. So that's probably
Yeah.
it.
That's a Rune of Earth and a Rune of Fire. So the Rune of Earth might have already been ticked off too.
Yeah, 2 of them were ticked off. It was Earth and Fire.
Because we did
It's
have
weird
2 of
because
those
they are
plans
made
and
in
it got very
batches of
unhappy.
2.
Yeah. Right. I am going to go and do some Draconic Evolution. As soon as the weather stuff's blocked for now. Unless you want a hand automating some stuff.
I don't think it's worth trying to automate until we've got more stuff.
Well, that makes sense.
Particularly more mana production, which is going to be a way off, I'm afraid. Because of the
Yeah,
number of runes it's going to need.
I was having a look at the generating flowers earlier. The food eating one might be worth us doing.
The water one is generally a pretty good shout because it's a really easy one to automate loads of in a small space. But
They get used up though.
do they?
You have to keep crafting them. After like half an hour or something, they just die.
They didn't used to.
That's,
The 2 passive ones did. The ones that just worked off daylight and moonlight, sure, they died. But the ones that actually consumed water and fire and whatever didn't.
I mean, you've got the Let's Go Britannia.
I have. You should know by this point, it's not the easiest book to get through.
I know. Well, I'm going to make my own, so we each have a copy.
They also seem to
might be
function
worth
faster
having.
during rain. They will decay after an hour.
Yeah,
They didn't used to decay, that's really annoying.
I know. So that's why I've been looking into other ones. So
This is
like
why
the
people hate
Thermalily-
Britannia, is that every update it just gets more frustrating to use.
Yeah. So like, the thermalily doesn't decay, but it has like a 5-minute cooldown. So you'd only get power every 5 minutes, which is a pain. But yeah, the Gamerius
Yeah.
might be a good one to do because we should have a good supply of food at this point.
Well, we don't. We don't make food because we both just eat infinite beef stew, beef stroganoff.
But I could quite easily automate some food if you wanted me to.
Why is the munch?
The problem is just getting the timings right and a delay, so you're supplying 2 different types of food on the right timings.
Yeah.
Otherwise it'll waste it. So that's where the difficulty comes from. I mean, we have 8,000 apples.
There's a
I'm fairly
flower
sure
that will just eat chickens.
I mean, that should be easy to set up, but then we might just get lag from having chickens.
Well,
That's
it will
the
eat chicken
problem,
byproducts as well. So apparently, it will eat, I guess, feathers, eggs, and raw chicken.
Yeah, we're not automating any of those,
No.
unfortunately. But yet the food one, we can set up some phytogrow chambers that just grow melons and potatoes.
Sure.
And you
I mean,
just-
I'm not working on it this second because I'm making runes, but
That's fair enough. Just whenever you get around to it.
right, back to the runes. I had a rune of spring,
Carry on with
a
this.
rune of summer,
Right.
a rune of autumn, and a rune of winter, which means I need an earth, or 2 earths, 2 fires. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to make the earth and fire runes then.
Which one should I do? Combination. Let's do combination crafting because I think that's more widely used than.
3 gunpowder, 2 blank slate.
Well, actually, that's much more widely used. Actually, that's just upgrading stuff. But I need that thorn. Those, right. Fusion crafting, cool.